Hi there, and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now, this reading is for Cancer for the 7th of January 2019, and it's a general reading, so it may not suit everyone, but hopefully there's a message in here just for you. Enjoy. Okay, when I was um, shuffling the cards prior to taping this reading, there was a card that flipped out, and I wanted to include it in the reading because I felt like it was something that should have been part of the reading, but it didn't come out in the fuller reading. So I went looking for it for you, and it turns out that it was the fifth card from the bottom of the deck. Now, you probably be aware that these three cards here are from the bottom of the deck, and I use them to give me an indicator of what the reading will be about. But because I was aware that this card had flipped out, that I wanted to include it, that what was in between these cards was justice. So I'm going to take these two cards here first and then move on. Okay? So, the card that flipped out prior to this reading was the Five of Wands in reverse. And the card between this and these three cards was the Justice in reverse. So there's been some pretty serious fights going on around about you or involving you. You know, and it could be that it's physical aggression. It could be that somebody's has been overly criticising, trying to take away your self-esteem, you know, or just going out their way to cause trouble with other people. You know that, and the response to that trouble will come back to you. So it could be that, you know, there's somebody out there going out of their way to make your life extremely difficult. And we also have the Justice card in reverse. Now, could it be that this person is someone which is in a place of power over you or around you? And that, excuse me, you know, they are definitely abusing that power. You know, and it's more a case of do what I say rather than do what I do. You know, so they are able to direct you in what you have to do. But, you know, is this where all the negativeness is coming from? Are they using you as a pawn to do their own dirty work? Okay, I'm going to move these two over to the side and go to the three cards at the bottom of the deck for this reading. Now, we had the Ten of Wands, we have the Tower card, and we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. Now, there's things that you're being asked to do and you feel obliged to do them. Could be that it's part of your job, or it could be that you are just overwhelmed with tasks that you've been given. And it's turning into quite a burden, you know, because there's too many for you. You're exhausted, you're being run down. But the thing is that things are about to change because this setup, excuse me, which has been in place for such a long time and is possibly feeling a little bit like a prison, is about to be destroyed. This power that someone else has over you is about to be broken. And it's a sudden change. And it's a complete break. Because this life that you've been living is going to totally change. It's no longer going to exist. And it's going to be chaos. And there's going to be a lot of new things coming your way. And you may find that the transition can be extremely difficult for you. But the thing is this is your freedom. This is your chance to escape this hard and difficult life and start afresh. Now, and moving on to the Eight of Swords in reverse, it could be that you're having difficulty in shaking this mindset that the power that somebody else has over you. And it could be that you've been in that situation for so long that now that it's not there, you don't seem to know what to do with yourself because you've had somebody else telling you what to do for so long that thinking for yourself and acting for yourself can be quite scary. Okay, I'm going to move these over out the way and we'll get started on the reading. Okay. Now we have the Six of Pentacles, the Sun card in reverse, and the High Priestess in reverse. Now, is there someone out there that is maybe aware of the things that you've been through and wants to help, and has extended the hand of friendship and, the will to help you through this? And it could be that it's something financial that they're supporting you with, but there's also the ethos of fairness behind it. And they're using their judgment to try to give you a fair crack of this fresh start. But the thing is that you're having difficulty shaking the low mood and burnt out feeling that you've had from your past experiences. And because this person has been so nice to you and so supportive, you're trying to give the impression that, things are good and that things are so much better. And they are. But you're not feeling it inside. You're burnt out. Your mood is not the same as the impression that you're giving. Feeling quite low. And that is something that you're trying to keep hidden. You're trying to keep it a secret. But the thing is this person here is not, they're not a fool. They weren't born yesterday. They know how you're feeling. And although you're trying to hide how low you're feeling, it could be that they're also hiding their own agenda and that they want to support you regardless of how low you get. And they're wanting to stick with you, but they don't want to overwhelm you. So they're keeping that to themselves as well. So they've got secrets too. Now, and moving on to the next three cards, we have the Four of Cups in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Nine of Wands. Now, as time goes on, your mood seems to descend lower. It doesn't seem to be getting any better whatsoever. And it could be that you're doing things in order to feel or to try and lift your mood or, just to bring some happiness and action back into your life, that your actions are actually quite unhealthy for you. But you're not really seeing the bigger picture there. You're just wanting to get away from this extremely low feeling. And you don't see the risks that you're putting yourself in. And could that be because of the things that you're hiding, that you're not telling this person here? Because has there been someone in your life that has exploited you, has used their power or their money to get you to do things that maybe you wouldn't have normally have done? That they've been quite manipulative of you? And could it be that this person that's trying to help you is trying to protect you and is in it for the long haul? They're willing to take any actions that you are going to do, and they're going to defend you. They're going to protect you. And they might instill a little bit of discipline, and tell you, no at times. But they're in there for the long haul because they have your back. And moving down to the next three cards, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. Now, because of how you're feeling, because of the experiences that you've had with other people being unfair and manipulative and exploitative, you have just went on a downward spiral. You don't seem to care about yourself anymore. You don't care about how you're eating. You don't care about how you look. You don't care about how you dress or your surroundings, or, you don't think about the best ways to spend your money. It could be that, how you're reacting to the situation you're in is where all your money's going. So it could be on drink, it could be on whatever it takes for you to get through this. But whatever this is, it's not good for you. And this person really is committed to you. And even though, you have an idea of what you are and what you're worth, and you can't seem to get that out of your head, and that's because of, this low mood, and the downward spiral that you're in. Because you're thinking of yourself in a certain way, and nothing that anybody else says will change that. But the thing is that this person here has a way of thinking too, and it's in opposition to your way of thinking. And you both think you're right, so there's going to be a clash there. But the thing is that this person is also committed to you. And they're there for you. They have your back. And they're going to try to keep you safe and be someone that they want to keep you close. They don't want you, running around and doing things that may be dangerous for you in the long run, because you've not in a place to think things through. Now, let's move on to the next three cards. We have Judgment in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse, and the King of Wands in reverse. Now, all of the things that have happened and all of the changes that you've been through and all of the changes that you're being asked to go through is all quite daunting. And because you're feeling so low, you don't think that anything is going to change. And you're resisting against the things that, you're being asked to do in order to kind of lift this low mood. Because you can't seem to feel, and this is where your mindset is coming in, that anything is ever going to change for you. The things that you've had to do have taken their toll on you, and that's never going to leave. And that is how you're thinking. And this could, this is obviously bringing you into direct, differences of opinion, because this person here also has their own mindset. They have your back. They want you to look at things in a different way, in a positive way. But because of the things that you've been through, you're maybe looking at things in more a negative way. And that's changing that mindset is going to be really difficult. And it's going to cause arguments. And it's going to bring moments where you reject this person's help, regardless, of how long this person's been with you or wanting to be with you. You're trying to push this person away because you don't think that you're worth it, because people have treated you so badly that you can't seem to see any other way of being. And these arguments can turn quite nasty at times, and that could be where, this person needs to show some stamina, that they've got your back, because things have happened that have left you so wounded that in trying to defend and protect you, are you maybe wounding them in the process in a way of trying to get them to back off because you don't feel worthy of their love? Is that a possibility? And it could be that you're also thinking, how dare this person interfere in your life? Who do they think they are? They haven't been through the things I've been through. They're trying to tell me what to do. So it's a really difficult and challenging situation that appears to be coming through this reading. Now, let's bring these cards back in. And we had the Ten of Wands, the Tower card, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. Now, there's a lot of things that have been weighing heavily on your shoulders, and you have been struggling to carry them and do everything that's being asked of you. But your life has been thrown into chaos and totally changed. And that is a huge change to try to comprehend. And that could take a long time. And it could be that, you're still living in this mindset where, it's more about the burdens and obligations that other people are putting onto you. And not having that structure, even though it's a negative structure, you don't know where to go. You don't know what to do with yourself because you're still in this mindset. Now let's bring in these two last cards. And it could be that you're in this mindset because somebody has programmed you to. They've been nasty. They've been criticising, possibly even physically abusive. Possibly creating wedges between you and your friends or family. And they've abused their power to isolate you so that they're the ones that's telling you what to do. And that is the unfairness in this situation. They're abusing their power. But the thing is that there is someone here that's about to knock all of this on its head. They've got your back, they'll battle for you. And, that's what's going to save this situation. That's what's going to save you and set you back on a positive road back to a good life. And that is the positive thing here. You've got someone who's got your back. Okay, I'm going to leave it there because that was an extremely heavy reading. And I know that this situation, the way these cards have been pulled out, is not going to be everyone's situation. And there could be that there's just maybe one or two cards in here that do reflect what you're going through. So please pick those cards out and, look at that in a different way. Because that could be the message that's there for you as an individual. All right. Have a nice week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.